D.C. is growing. Another busload of people seeking asylum was sent from Texas and dropped off in D.C., this time on the Vice President's doorstep. Thank you for being here with us. I'm Lorenzo Hall.
I'm Leslie Foster. WUSA 9 has been following this migrant crisis for months now. Tonight we've got team coverage of this big story. We begin with Delia Gonsalves. She is live outside the Naval Observatory with what advocates have planned now. Dee?
Les, advocates describe a pretty traumatic scene when migrants were dropped off here in this Northwest neighborhood early this morning. We're told that many of these folks actually have health issues. One man, we're told, actually went into diabetic shock because his insulin had not been refrigerated the whole time he was traveling from Texas all the way here to the District of Columbia. Now, a campaign to stop the buses before they leave Texas.
These are human beings, and they deserve to be treated with dignity and respect.
Domingo Garcia, national president of the League of United Latin American Citizens, blasting the governor of his hometown for shipping 2 busloads of migrants to D.C.
And they were just literally dumped like human garbage in front of the vice president's house. That's unchristian, un-Texan, un-American, and something that should not be allowed. And Governor, shame on you, Governor Abbott.
It was 6 a.m. when buses pulled into an address unknown to these migrants.
She's very scared about all things that are happening.
Advocates say about 100 people, natives of Venezuela, Cuba, and Nicaragua, fleeing violence in their homeland, boarded the buses in Texas with the promise that folks in D.C. were going to help them get to their final destination. Turns out the only people who were waiting for them to answer questions, offer food and rides to hotels were advocates. D.C. leaders tell us they were never informed.
Welcome to America, guys. That politicians use you as political piñatas. That's the message that Governor Abbott sent today to these immigrants who just wanted a better life, who've already been processed, they've already been checked, and they're here legally now, but they're still being abused.
The Republican governor of Texas taking to Twitter saying he will continue to send migrants to sanctuary cities like D.C. until the president secures the border.
Unless we fix this broken immigration system, it's not going to change.
Garcia says their next move, stopping these buses at the border cities in an act of civil disobedience.
And we're also going to be advising these immigrants of their legal rights so that they're not used as political pawns.
And advocates say when they describe civil disobedience, they will literally lay in front of the buses if necessary in order to stop them at these border cities before they come to the District of Columbia. We can expect that action in the next week or so. For now, Garcia says he's heading to Martha's Vineyard tomorrow for the 50 migrants who flew there from Florida. Right now, we're going to continue our coverage of this huge story here in the migrant crisis.